villains. Whether they run the gimmick of the ordinary goon to the great high overlord, they've become very popular among the public. Whether it's based on their designs, motifs, powers, personality, and many other factors, some villains really have it hot. I'm here to count down the most powerful, potent, and really awesome villains in the Splatoon Gmod community. Just keep in mind that this list is of my own personal opinion, so if you have your own favorite list of villains that you'd like to share, please feel free to leave it down in the comments below. I'm Nitron Street Rider, and let's dive right into number 5. Yuma, Mayaka Enderfox. This cunning Octoling makes it onto this list with a chilling yet calm demeanor. Her design resembles that worn by other Octarian Octolings, and she is the leader/executioner of an entire clan of Octolings under the lead of Octavio. If you don't already know, Octavio is the leader of the Octarian Menace, as Captain Cuttlefish calls it. She is known to be ruthless, cutthroat, and downright merciless, as her job is an executioner. It is her job, and her job alone, to slay the prisoner Inklings that she's captured. As a mother of one of the side characters, Tori, she was determined to raise her as she saw fit, as an Octarian killing machine. When Tori started to show signs of goodness and purity, she grew cold and started mistreating her. Talk about a cruel mistress of mayhem. What puts her this low, though, is the design. However, she is recognizable by the red eyeliner and the keen red Octarian eyes. I'm quite sure Mayaka did a really good job on her, and that makes up for something, right? Number 4, Scarlet, Pool 157. Here we have another Octoling whose design is similar to those of the other Octolings in the Octarian army. But according to Pool 157, the creator, she left the Octarians for her own reasons. This adds to her evilness factor. Because she loved to do evil on her own, sets her apart from Yuma and most other Octolings in this respect. She's not obliged to do evil at all. She chooses to, because of the supposed treachery of one of her own, Lilia Lilac. Corrupted by her own sense of false justice, she lives by the rule that she never leaves any job unfinished. Now all she has to do is to track down Lilia and make her pay for her supposed crimes by abandoning her during a specific Inkling killing mission. Now, I put her above Yuma because her design is more threatening. Number 3, Hisoka, Mayaka Enderfox. Now we're getting to the really threatening ones. Hisoka is the absolute warlord of his clan, and the husband of Yuma and the father of Tori. This malicious cyborg has only 3 goals, and it is to annihilate the Inkling race, to kill any and all our traitors in the Octarians, and to conquer Inkopolis. If his motives weren't enough, he's armed to the teeth with all kinds of weaponry, guns mounted into his hands, a wide array of swords and blades, and deadly agility. And what is more, he is, if anything, crueler than his wife, and can kill a normal Inkling in less than half a minute. And he became fascinated by one of the later entries on the list, and he's bound to find out about its origins. With an amazing design, a chilling set of weaponry, and an overall air of solemn menace, Hisoka can send a chill down any Inkling spine. Number 2, Valentina Adelia, Barry Mitchells. Funny how a lot of the entries on this list are all Octolings, but this one, this cruel, cunning mistress of chaos, has got to be one of the greatest threats Inkopolis has ever faced. She once had a voice of an angel, but a tragic accident during one of her many outings changed Valentina for the worst. She was badly burned after the incident, and her life, as well as her complexion, was much ruined. She went into hiding, growing more and more malicious and insane with each passing day, and eventually she went to Octavio and asked to join his navy. And very soon, Admiral Valentina Adelia was making headlines as the deadliest Octoling in the world. She's got a massive fleet at her disposal, with her personal submarine being the Reaper. And she knows many ways to kill, and she's just one Octoling you do not want to cross lighthearted, or you might as well end up dead at her feet. And not to mention her one-liners are some of the most iconic in the community. Why should I be dirtying my hands when we can all just kill each other?
You can all just kill each other.
Now, before we get to our number one, I would like to shout out some honorable mentions. These villains did have what it takes to make the list, but just couldn't compare to the others. We're gonna start off with Dark Squid, Alex Spider. This cunning Inkling had one motif and one goal: conquer Octopus and destroy all on her way. But her design was bland, and she fights very much like her arch-rival, Spider. I just don't see anything remarkable about Dark Squid. Her design looks more like an anti-Agent 3, but she's a good villain in her way. Francis, SMG4, Maya Bluedale, etc. This nerd loves his anime a little bit too much. His lust for making an island full of anime motivated him to steal Axel's most prized tool, being the Ink Weaver, and to draw stuff to block the hero's way, such as Godzilla. But his truest evil act was that of killing off one of the most beloved Octolings in Gmod history, Destiny. Also removing Maggie's ink and turning her human might have had some evil in it too. I never really liked Francis, and it's not hard to see why. Darcy, Livy Starsplat. This Octo has a serious attitude and absolutely loves to bully Inklings smaller than herself. Known far and wide as a fierce fighter and an excellent strategist, Darcy has already won the hearts of many a fan of the Encounter series. However, I just don't see her as a villain either. More of a rival. However, I still love Darcy as a character. Not to mention there's a lot of secrets about her still to be uncovered. Where did Dark Squid go?
Wait. Where did Dark Squid go?
Dark Squid, get away from the camera! For Pete's sake. Is it? Okay then, please check out the description for the full list of the honorable mentions. Thanks, Dark Squid. Alright, it's down to this, the number one. And this one has possibly got to be one of the scariest in the series. Again, a Mac and Foxa creation. But this is a demon unlike any other. Black, inky, menacing, 4 large tails equipped with deadly stingers. You behold Arima, Mayaka's demon of negativity. This being was formed when Mayaka was bullied in her childhood, and all that sadness and the anger contributed to its creation. Vindictive, hurtful, and absolutely brutal. That's my defense for her not being a true villain. Arima is perhaps the deadliest Inkling in all of Inkopolis. With her 4 stinger-tipped tails and the blades mounted into her wrist and her chest, she's also able to breathe fire and manipulate dark energy. Without a doubt, Arima is perhaps my favorite Splatoon villain ever. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. You have no idea how hard I've worked to make this top 5 villains list possible. And I can't go on without saying how talented each of these animators are who made these villains. So, kudos to them. Check out the full list of the honorable mention in the description below. And be sure to check out my other videos. I may not have uploaded many, but still, be sure to check them out when you can. I think that's all for now. So, I guess I'll see you all later, and be sure to be on the lookout for my other videos.